Guys, just wanted to show you a picture of before and after Glenn and Big Night on the cruise ship. This is before, this is after.
This morning we are in the beautiful Dunedin and we've just come up to the cafe to grab something before we disembark and go tour around. The garden cafe is going nuts this morning. There's no seats at all, so we've come out on deck and we're having a nice quiet brekkie without the rush of the crowds, which is kind of nice. So I'm having rice bubbles and Jeff's having some bacon and eggs, and we're already docked. There's another cruise ship in and we're headed down to the Crystal Atrium to try and find Glenn and Leah, because I think port authorities will have us getting off the boat at about 9 o'clock this morning. Waiting to get off. Now you can disembark at Port Chalmers and walk up and through the little town. It's quite pretty and there's a bit to see and do there. However, if you do want to get into Dunedin, you are going to have to catch a shuttle bus and there is a price. So just stay tuned because I'll talk a bit more about that later in the video. Within the cruise terminal itself, there are lots and lots of tours and different things you can do up against the walls, so you can go and check those out if that's something that you would like to do off the ship. Unless you're a marathon walker, I wouldn't suggest even trying to walk into town. The bus trip alone is about 25 minutes. It is a nice scenic bus ride. You get to see a bit of the surrounds on your way in. The bus ride will drop you off at the Octagon and it is a short walk down to the railway. So we're at the Dunedin Railway, I believe. This is the Dunedin Railway, and I think from what I've seen online, this is where you can go in and you can order some tours and bits and pieces. So we're about to head in and see what's inside. It's a beautiful building regardless. We have no idea what we're doing, we're just winging it, so let's hope. We're currently in the Hall of Fame at the Dunedin Railway Station. If you just come through and then upstairs, it's $6 entry and you can have a look at all the different sports memorabilia from New Zealand.
Richard Hatton, your favourite. Yes, the famous ornate truck. And I think they've got some bikes down there and some Olympic stuff.
Yep, that is Jeff and Glenn filming themselves in this museum. They have a sports show on YouTube, so if you are interested in sports, you might want to go check out their channel. It's called The Friday Frothy.
The Greeks, the Romans and the Chinese first started throwing the ball around.
Once you get off the cruise boat, you go straight and you can grab a ticket to an all-round trip into the Octagon, which is in the centre of town. And once we got off at the Octagon, $20 return, by the way, and they can take dollars from all currencies, and that's all cash only. So just remember that if you're coming into Dunedin and you're doing a round trip, cash only for the return trip into Dunedin, because Port Chalmers is about 16 kilometres away. So once you get to the Octagon, you can walk down the hill, which is what we did. The railway station itself doesn't have a tourist bureau where you can purchase tickets and things like that, but it does have the Hall of Fame Museum. It has an art gallery, and it's where you would catch the train tours. So we're going to head back up to the Octagon after we've been through the museum and grab ourselves a ticket for the hop-on, hop-off bus so that we can go for a bit of a scout around town and see what else Dunedin has to offer. I can guarantee you that guy can putt better than what I can. This museum is really fantastic. Like, if you're not big into sport like I am, regardless of all of that, the amount of effort that they've taken to collect different items from each of the sports people and the way that they've presented each sport person within their own cabinet is absolutely fantastic. I'm really impressed. Probably one of the better sport memorabilia museums that I've been to. Represented in this little museum, we've seen yachtsmen, golfers, jockeys, netballists, rugby union, motorcar, racing, cycling, basketball, rowing, wood chopping, you name it, they're all here. On a side note, in this museum, throughout history, from way back, women and men are actually equally represented. And I'm not being a feminist there, I'm just saying it's unusual to be in a museum of sport and see as many women in the exhibition, which is fantastic. Yes, a beautiful spot, but if you're planning on getting down here and getting around easily or getting a picture without too many people, I'll bring some neutral density filters or something and do a time lapse so you can get all the people out of your photo, because it's not going to happen just standing there. There's 2 cruise ships in, so there's probably about 5,000 people in town now all wanting to get photos at the same spot. So at this point we're heading through the maze. And we're going to go back up the hill and try and get on the hop-on, hop-off bus. We're going in. We're going in, look out. We're getting sucked in. And we're in. Headed as far as one pub, and we've got our
Beers.
New Zealand beers. I'm trying the Pilsner Pale Ale, and Jeff's trying, is it Spite? Spites?
Gold medal.
Gold medal. Let me try some of yours, gold medal.
Yes.
I reckon that's a gold medal. Yeah.
I'll stick with that one.
I don't like my chances with that place. Ooh. That one tastes like something out of a brewery. Don't know about that one. I like that one though. I think the gold medal wins.
You'll probably get charged extra fees, I think.
Cheers to Dunedin.
Yeah, cheers.
One down. How many more to go? The short stop on our way up to the Octagon. Now, like any touristy place, the prices to get around and see certain sites are a little bit high. Now, we were looking at having to pay about $90 each to go and do some of the tours we wanted to, so we opted to go get a SIM card, see if we could get Uber or taxi in the area and make our own way to make it a little bit cheaper. We also wanted to find the bus terminal because I heard you can catch a bus down to Tunnel Beach, so that was the next thing we got up to. So, did we find the bus mall? Did we get lost? Did we actually get to Tunnel Beach? How did we get home? Was this a disaster? Well, you're going to have to wait till the next video, and I'm going to thank you for watching this one, and we'll catch you then.